Good morning. My name is Veysel Dokur. I serve this congregation as a trustee and with membership committee. I use the pronouns he and him.
I am Heather Norby, the Spiritual Life Director for this fantastic congregation. I use the pronouns she and her. We welcome you today with our opening words written by Melanie Morell Ensminger.
Come, come, whoever you are welcome here.
No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, your hair, your skin, you are welcome here.
No matter how you came here, if you came alone or with others, you are welcome here.
No matter whom you love, or how you speak, or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here.
Whether you come with a laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes, you are welcome here.
If you come here with an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands, then you are indeed welcome here.
Our mission here at UUCL is love plus connection equals transformation. I call you now into this connection part by lifting some of the opportunities for being together that will be happening around here soon. For example, potluck after church today. All are welcome to join us, especially if you are new here and didn't bring anything but yourself. Come so we can get to know one another. Also, after the potluck, please stay to help clean up because we don't have actual help on that today. We would appreciate it. After the potluck, the board meeting will be today again, 1 p.m. here in the sanctuary. If you are interested in the business of the church, and you're welcome to stay and observe the meeting. Also this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., our sanctuary will have the popcorn theology. Adam will be showing Monty Python's The Life of Brian. Because Unitarian Universalism is a journey, not a set of beliefs, we have a small group ministry program. Small group is about offering companions and tools for your spiritual journey, for our spiritual journey. So please see me or Heather to sign up. And are you new to Unitarian Universalism? Next week after the worship service, Heather will be available to sit and chat and answer any questions you may have. Also, our buildings and grounds workday is Tuesday, September 19 from 8 a.m. until noon. Please see Dorothy after the service to sign up. She's raising the sign-up sheet, and let her know that you will be coming. We are all in this together, and it takes all of us to keep our buildings and grounds in good shape.
That's right. As Veysel mentioned, our mission statement is love plus connection equals transformation. And this not only helps guide our activities here with one another, but it also guides how we engage with the world outside of our walls. So our social justice program is about connection, making connections with organizations in the community that share our values and seek to bring hope, love, peace, and justice to the community at large. Some of the organizations that we partner with were ones that we connected to during the pandemic when we set up the It Takes a Village food pantry here in our social hall. So one of those is Roast Dynasty. Roast Dynasty has a brunch on the second Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. at Artifact Studios. Roast Dynasty initially was set up to provide a safe space for LGBTQ+ youth, especially those on the autism spectrum, but they have now grown and they have fundraisers all the time for many organizations within the community. So today they're raising money for the Rose Dynasty Security Foundation, which they need now that neo-Nazis and Christian nationalists have decided to show up and threaten Mama Ashley Rose. So they have to hire security companies to come out. That we know of, there won't be a protest today, but you are still welcome to go and enjoy the fabulous show. I think today is a Broadway show, so feel free to go out to Artifact Studios for that. That's at 2 o'clock today. And also Red Tent. Red Tent Initiative is a small local organization that helps support survivors of domestic violence or those trying to flee domestic violence. They have a 5K every year in October. This year it's October 7th at 8 o'clock in the morning. And they ask that you register ahead of time. Right now it's $35 to register, but that's before September 17th. After September 17th, it goes up to $40. So I hope that we can get a group at UUCL to walk together. I know Dorothy said she signed up this morning. And if you don't want to walk or run, I think there's a virtual option that you can sign up for. And you can always donate money at their website, redtentinitiative.org. I know that they've gotten a lot of calls for emergency help in the past few weeks, and so they need the money to help get people out of dangerous situations and into hotel rooms before they can get them somewhere permanent. So we appreciate all of your help and support, and let's go to the 5K and help out together. That'll be fun.
That is awesome, and I'm going to be signing up also, so if you are interested, please let Dorothy know, me know, and that we plan as a group. So all of this and much more is in our e-newsletter that is published every Monday and also posted in the hallway bulletin board. Great care is taken each week to provide this to you, so please read it and find the ways you would like to engage in this community. If you are new, you are welcome to sign up on the sheet in the hallway, or you can put your email in the chat feature if you're on the Zoom, and to request and receive it so that you can get connected to this caring community.
Thank you. Sometimes we have children who choose to stay with their parents during worship, and they are certainly welcome to do so. So if you're easily distracted or have a hard time hearing, please feel free to move closer to the front. We also have headphones available for those who need hearing assistance devices. In addition, our back corner is not just a place for the kids to be and to move around. Anyone of any age is welcome in what we call the Meditative Maker's Corner if you need to doodle, fidget, or move around. We want everybody to be comfortable.
Let us create this sacred space by drawing us closer to a welcoming spirit as we light our chalice. In Unitarian Universalism, we often say deeds, not creeds. And that is why it is covenants that we make, not our beliefs, that binds us together. Our third UU principle states that we covenant to affirm and promote acceptance of one another and encouragement to spiritual growth in our congregations. And in our congregational covenant, we promise one another that we will promote a harmonious spirit and a truly welcoming congregation by our personal caring and positive attitude. As Kimberly Dixon comes forward to light this chalice, let the flame remind us the yearning in our own hearts to keep these covenants and to always welcome one another. Please rise in body and spirit and sing and sign Spirit of Life, hymn number 123.
know how long Unitarian Universalists have been doing water communion? Just as Presley, he knows everything.
He knows.
Anybody? Anybody know?
Years.
Years. Decades. Lifelong Unitarian over here, so since the 70s. Is he right?
Yeah.
Is he? This is the part I love.
That felt so good.
So the water communion was actually started in 1980. You were close. You were close. Still the 70s. All right. It was created by two Unitarian Universalist women, Carolyn McDade, who wrote Spirit of Life, and Lucille Shuck Longview. They were creating a worship service for the Women and Religion Continental Convocation of Unitarian Universalists. We are the wordiest people on earth. So as they shaped that service, they were trying to come up with a special ritual. A ritual that they wanted to speak to our connectedness, right? That's what our seventh principle says, doesn't it? That we're all connected. Yeah, to the totality of life, that we honor all of life, and to our place on this planet. And so they thought, well, water, right? All life came out of water. When we were in Mama's belly, we were in water. We were all born out of water. So they used water for this special ceremony, and they asked all the people that were coming to bring water from the different places that they lived. And they had people on the Atlantic Ocean and on the Pacific Ocean and in the middle and the Mississippi River. And so they had all these different kinds of water come together, and it was poured into their communal bowl, and it made them feel connected. Yeah. So that's what we're doing today. We're pouring water together in our bowl to honor our connections. So I have in this little pitcher, I have some water that's actually from last year. After the ceremony, I collected some water from last year of all the water that we put in there, and I saved it in the freezer and brought it out so that we can start with last year's water to remember where we've been and who we are.
And it's possible there are other years in there too, because you do that every
I do it every year. So this is a collection from however many years we've been doing it here. Now, did you all bring water with you? You did? No. Mom says no. That's okay, because I have a pitcher of water. Yeah, we're not going to pour the whole thing in there because we've got to share this with all the other people that didn't bring water, okay? But I invite you all up. You're all welcome to come up and pour a little bit of water into the bowl. You want to start, Presley? Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it.
Okay, you ready? Okay. Thank you. Good. You. That just shows your enthusiasm, right? Right. So now, as you go off with Miss Melissa, Mr. Jerry, you've left some of yourself here, right? Symbolically speaking, in the bowl, and so that we know that you are all connected to us. Because you know what? Yeah? What? We love you. We love all of you, and we are so glad that you joined our water communion today. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Adam. We are the keepers of a dream to build and grow a Unitarian Universalist congregation here in Lakeland, tucked back in this friendly neighborhood next to the tall pines. We are those that were dreamt of, and we are the dreamers. We keep this vision alive by contributing our time, talents, and treasures. So in this moment, we will take up offerings that will sustain and strengthen this life-giving community. Our ushers will be passing the plates now. A poem by Naomi Shihab Nye, Red Brocade. The Arabs used to say, when a stranger appears at your door, feed him for 3 days before asking who he is, where he is come from, where he is headed. That way he'll have the strength and enough to answer. Or by then you will be such good friends, you don't care. Let's go back to that. Rice, pine nuts. Here, take the red brocade pillow. My child will serve water to your horse. No, I was not busy when you came. I was not preparing to be busy. That is the armor everyone put on to pretend they had a purpose in the world. I refuse to be claimed. Your plate is waiting. We will snip fresh mint leaves into your tea.
We came into this sanctuary, our spiritual home, with many threads of joys and sorrows from our varied lives. Sometimes our sorrows come from disconnect and loneliness, and sometimes our joys come from that feeling of connection because someone took the time to snip fresh mint into our tea. Today is about welcoming. While we sit and sing and listen to the morning's message together, our threads of joys and sorrows, connection and disconnection are woven deeper into the fabric of our lives, creating truth and meaning and transforming us towards our more loving and compassionate selves. In this moment, let us reflect on our experiences of the past week. I invite you to bring these experiences here into the room with you, acknowledge them, give them meaning, and let them contribute to your transformation as a human being. You are invited to come forward and place a stone representing these experiences, whether heavy joys or heavy sorrows or brilliant joys, into the sand that represents the infinite universe and the weaving of the fabric of our lives. anyone on Zoom this morning? Yes. And if you can also put one in for my mom and my brother. I did ask them to watch online. Thank you.
Today on Zoom we have Daniel Wagner, Ben Bizzle, and Judy Pell.
Thank you. I am a human being. I am always arriving. Indigenous poet and author Caitlin B. Curtis recites these words as a daily mantra while doing the work of seeking wholeness. In her book, Living Resistance, she writes, "You are a human being. You are always arriving. The timeline of your life is not a straight line, after all. It is a series of ebbs and flows, backs and forths, heres and theres. You are nowhere and everywhere all at once. And that means that most of the time, the best you can do is be present to the moment." When I read her words, I read them through a lens of welcoming as I was preparing for this month's worship. And I thought, well, of course, if we are always arriving, then perhaps we need to be aware of just how welcoming we are of our perpetually arriving selves. In each present moment, we can welcome ourselves anew, over and over again, acknowledging our ever-transforming hearts and minds as we ebb and flow through life. I am a human being. I am always arriving. Am I always welcome? To always be arriving allows us to let go of the impossibility of ever arriving at perfection. To always be arriving requires that we acknowledge the very human quality of imperfection, and also the very living quality of always growing and changing. We are always arriving because we are never perfect, but we can always learn and grow and change. Are we welcoming of this? We sang ourselves into this sacred space today with the words of Sufi poet Rumi. "Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving, ours is no caravan of despair." However, the words in our hymnal leave out one vital line that was a part of Rumi's poem. It goes like this: "Though you've broken your vows 1,000 times, come, yet again, come." In Rumi's poem, I hear the timeless value of welcoming the stranger resonate throughout. But when we add the line that acknowledges how we so often fall short of our promises, our covenants, our aspirations, we hear that we can also strive to be welcoming to each other over and over again, no matter how familiar we are with one another. We may break our vows 1,000 times, but if we are willing to grow and change and arrive again, then let us be welcoming. We are human beings. We are always arriving. Do we always welcome one another over and over again? Rumi's line about broken vows is about forgiveness, forgiving our into the community as we arrive again to begin again in love. Thus, welcoming is not a one-time occurrence. Welcoming has the potential to become a spiritual practice that allows for us to continue to strengthen our relationships. You don't just get welcomed the first time you walk through our doors. You get welcomed every time you walk through our doors. And it is each one of us also that does that welcoming, recognizing that it is this welcoming spirit that binds us together, honoring the divine, interdependent web of all existence. Welcoming is a ministry that calls to the whole congregation and allows for us to build community. We may fall short, but we don't have to ever give up if we truly learn to be welcoming in each present moment. We are human beings. We are always arriving. How can we welcome ourselves to this ongoing arrival? Today, you were asked to bring with you water from a source that helps you feel connected, whether that is to a place or to a person. If you did not bring water with you, just imagine a source that you feel connected to, whether that's a faraway ocean, a nearby lake, your grandmother's kitchen faucet, or your dog's water bowl. Get comfortable in your chair. Hold your water in your hands or in your mind. Breathe in and breathe out, welcoming yourself into this moment. Consider what it is that makes you feel welcome in this place, or with this person, or even animal associated with the place that your water is from. Just take a few quiet moments to breathe, imagining and reimagining the welcome and the connection. Spiritual practice of welcoming others? Chittister wrote, "Hospitality is the key to new ideas, new friends, new possibilities. What we take into our lives changes us. Without new people and new ideas, we are imprisoned inside ourselves." We will now take a few moments to welcome each other by pouring our water into the communal bowl. You are invited to speak about the ideas of welcoming and connection that have come to you during this time as you contemplated the connections you have to your water. You are invited to listen to the ideas of others, to welcome them in so that you may liberate yourself, grow, and arrive in the next moment as a human being transforming towards spiritual wholeness. I ask that you come up one at a time, and please be welcoming to all who want to speak by only speaking 2 minutes or less so that we have enough time for everybody. And you do not have to speak, of course. You can just add your water or add a bit of water from the pitcher. And I invite you up now. And you can speak from over here in this area.
connected this summer when we went out to 5 different national parks, which is where this water could have come.
Could have come. This is from my altar, putting in the water.
If you feel so inclined, I would love if everyone would take just a minute and turn to someone next to you and welcome them and say hello, because that always makes me feel good and acknowledged. This is just water from my house.
Good morning. This is water from my pool. Should I pour all of it or?
As much as you would like. All of it is fine.
I don't want to fill up the bowl.
That's okay.
Thank you. It's a big bowl.
This is water from our pool also. We sit on our porch and watch the waves created by the pool cleaner, and it's very relaxing and just very soothing to watch.
This water is from the vase of flowers from Ken that we got from for our anniversary. And represents the love that we share and will always, I know we will, because he cares for me.
This water is blessed holy water from the Basilica of San Antonio of Padua. We got this in Italy 5 years ago for my son's graduation celebration, and we kept it since then. I think it will be used for the first time. I'm going to put a little bit because my wife said this is very special that when somebody is sick, like they put a couple drops in their tea and stuff. So it is, I believe, in this power of prayers universe. When my son, he had an accident and he had TBI and was in coma 30 days, and a lot of people, Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Buddhist, prayed for him, and he's fully recovered. So I'm very grateful for that. And this, water connects all of us. So that is the story about this water for me. It is very important. So thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
This water is for Winston. It's from here. It's always a very important place. And this is my water. It's from the retention pond behind our house. Every year, there are always a ton of baby frogs and toads that get born. And those who don't know, I connect very spiritually with frogs because I don't. They're very zen, and I love them. So, it's my water.
More important than the water is the vessel. See? So it's just filtered water from the fridge, but that's what I use, to not use bottled water to save the planet. And as you can tell, I'm not a hoarder, but I went looking for something to put the water in, and I was like, perfect, which is like an old film canister. So you know that I'm keeping it for a long time. More representative of who I am.
This is water from the Swanee River.
in North Florida. The Swanee River has a spiritual connection for me, and there's a certain park on the river that I stop by every time I travel north. Now, about 4 months ago, my wife and I, on some weekends, we like to just take a trip and go somewhere for the weekend and go on back roads and stop at country stores. And I decided to go up and visit the Unitarian Church in Valdosta, Georgia. I encourage you to go visit other Unitarian churches. Years ago when I first came here, this was an invitation that was put out. Go visit other Unitarian churches occasionally, even make a special weekend trip sometime. But I went to visit Valdosta, and we went on the back roads, and I stopped at the Swanee River, and coincidentally there was a special on PBS this past week about the Swanee River. So things converged, and I had this.
So I forgot to bring water.
That's okay.
But this is a representative of our current home. It's been a refuge. If I look back over the past 6 years, I've gone from being almost dead in a hospital to homeless to a home way too small for 4 people to our current home, where we have been able to finally settle down. My kids have been able to find themselves. My husband and I have been able to find ourselves. And I think in that we've all learned to be more welcoming of lots of different aspects of life. So yeah.
This is a container of friendship. Inside is water that my neighbor gave to me. It's bottled water, it's in my car. But she gave this to me so that we would be sure to have water for Idalia. And it is in a container given to us by Linda and Mark.
I didn't bring water, but to me, water is life and love, and it means the most of everything to all of us. So it's a necessity for us all. Thank you.
At home, on my altar in my bedroom, sits a jar of water from the ocean. That was intended for today, but amid the chaos of 4 children, I left it. But the beach was always super special to me and my family. This will be representative of that. A month ago, just about, I lost my grandmother. My dad likes to go to the ocean to feel connected to Brazil, so he did that after she passed. And a few weeks ago, I lost somebody else very special who also loved spending time at the beach. So the ocean water would have been good, but it's at home. Maybe next year.
Thank you.
Last year, I brought water from Lake Michigan that Heather risked life and limb to get for me because I started seminary at Meadville Lombard, which is in Chicago, which is on Lake Michigan. This year, I stayed a little closer to home this summer, so this is water from here, from our Unitarian Universalist congregation of Lakeland, who welcomed me and my son. And thank you.
Thank you, all of you, who have brought meaning to our connections and to all the ways that we welcome one another. This water is very special, and so we are going to bless it with a responsive reading. I'm going to move closer to it. Yes, that will be your response. You get the easy part. This water is sacred. It is made sacred by the many hands that have poured it with intention and love, the many stories that each drop contains, the many lives surrounding it in this unique moment, connected by commitment and faith. This water is sacred. May it continue to flow through this community with shining reflections of the unique gifts that flow through each of its members.
This water is sacred.
May it continue to nurture this community with sustaining hope that we journey together through ripples of growth and change.
This water is sacred.
May it continue to bless this community with loving reminders of our collective responsibility to one another and the world.
This water is sacred.
May its ripples be a reminder that the changes and growth within this community bring movement and transformation to the world beyond our doors.
This water is sacred.
May its purity offer grace to our community and the willingness to forgive ourselves and one another when we make mistakes.
This water is sacred.
In moments when we are confused or uncertain, may it bring us clarity of purpose and commitment.
This water is sacred.
In moments when the reservoirs of hearts and spirits are drained by sorrow or pain, may it nourish them with the knowledge that we are surrounded by a deep and abundant love.
This water is sacred.
Our need for human connection is like our need for water, essential for our survival. And so I invite you now to take water from the bowl, to take our joint water, so you can put it in the container that you brought with you, symbolizing our connection and the spirit of welcome. Take some home with you, so you may always remember that you are a human being, you are always arriving, and you are never alone, but always connected. So while we enjoy the following video from the Sanctuaries DC as a meditative musical selection, you are welcome to come up and take a little bit of water into your container.
Said it's hard to really see it, and the reason why we living. Don't chase it with your eyes, can recognize it till it's given. The world in front of me became the molding of my vision. The pain that came to me is what I blame in my decisions. How can I find the courage when my heart is feeling missing? How do I find a time when I know that the clock is ticking? I'm a soldier for this love, is guaranteed to be my mission. Wish I could find it easy like I see it in the children. Hey, looking back as I move forward, Sankofa, I want a love that explodes, call it a supernova. What it takes to reach the heavens, let me stand closer. Put the pieces all together, witness Jehovah. God is patient with his son, he plant the seed and let it grow. When I love it unconditional, I learn to let it go. Open your arms, what I'm talking about. Without a doubt, I can feel the love reaching out.
Love reaches out. My love reaches out. Love reaches out. Love reaches out.
My love reaches out. Can you feel it? Yeah. I'm never giving up, I'm keeping cool, I'm in control. My praise, I give it up, a higher power's in control. This light is guiding me, I'm armed with everything I know. This love is getting closer, I can feel it in my soul. Long as I am living, I still got the time to show the patience that was given from the ones that let me grow. Forgive me for debating back and forth, to and fro. This love is reaching out, I'm giving it to you and yours. Walk with me in solidarity. My sanctuary eases my disparity. When I look into your eyes, I'm looking carefully. What do you know? There is me. No more questioning the things that I can never see. Touch, taste, smell, hear, no more mystery. Just a faith that's stronger than my pain and misery. I found it in myself and it will forever be. The breath of love that gave me the breath of life. A breath of lost spirits, give it back and I energize. If I never take another, let my voice come and speak it out. And give you the feeling of love reaching out.
Love reaches out.
Yes, it does.
My love reaches
And I can feel it, I can feel it, I can feel it. Hey.
reaches out. My love reaches
Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it now? Oh, yes, it does. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Hey.
Love can change you, let it grow. The seeds will reap the love you sow. Fill your heart till it explodes, and love can take away your soul. Love opens doors without a key. Evolves through patience and honesty. Trust love and just let it be. Feel the power of love between you and me. Between you and me. Between you and me. Feel the power of love between you and me. Love reaches out. My love reaches out. Reaches out.
Yes, it does.
My love reaches out.
Feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it now? Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Can you hear it now?
My love reaches out. Love reaches out. Reaches out. When it's cold outside, my love gonna reach out and warm your soul.
The writer Anais Nin said, "Each friend represents a world in us, a world possibly not born until they arrive. And it is only by this meeting that a new world is born." I hope that you made new friends today and deepened the friendships we already have by listening to one another. As you leave this place, remember how our welcoming spirits assist one another as we ebb and flow to arrive anew and in each moment. Please rise in body and spirit now and join me in singing our closing hymn, number 100, Peace Like a River.
The Swanee River.
please join me and for Kimberly extinguish the chalice, and we repeat the words for extinguishing the chalice. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world.
Go out into the world now and reach out in love with a welcoming spirit to those who need it most. And remember that you are loved, you are worthy, and you are a blessing. See you in the social hall for Papa.